Okay, this is a test for my new phone, and this video is going to show you how to fix that busted tailgate. This unit sits in here like this, right? A lot of people have a problem where they can't open the tailgate or it doesn't want to shut and lock right, so they jackass it shut it, take the tailgate right off the truck. Well, what I'm going to do is show you how to bring this thing back to life, because I just did it and I wanted to test it before I did it. This handle unit sits in here, right? And there's 3 bolts that bolted to the back right here on the inside of the tailgate. Once you take that out, the 1, 2, and 3, this whole piece loosens up. Here's the trim. This piece is sitting up inside here. And what you're going to notice is these 2 little plastic pieces on the bottom. Now what they do is they hold in this right here, which is the spring-loaded piece that goes to the side that catches the tailgate, and another one on the other side. So what you want to do with that, if you look at it, it's got a groove and it swivels. It's going to sit like that on the piece when it's in the truck. So what you need to do is you need to lift that up and then press that piece out, the metal rod I'm referring to right there, and that'll pop out, and then your whole unit will come right out. I'm going to take this in the backyard, or maybe I'll just do it right here. One of the problems here that a lot of people have with tailgates is that these 2 pieces, tough to do with a phone. This centerpiece here, what that likes to do is get jammed up with rust, and then all of a sudden your tailgate doesn't work. That's the main problem. It's not in the sides. The sides are spring loaded. As you can see, when I move this rod, I don't even want to open it because the tailgate will drop on me if I do. But that's spring loaded. This is spring loaded. All you need to do with that is, once you get this piece out, lay the tailgate down, spray it with WD-40 all inside where that piece pops out and catches. It's like this, and it just pulls in, and that's all it is, a little slingshot there. Just take these pieces, work them in and out, pull it as you spray WD-40 to clean up any rust and lubricate the springs that are in there, and that's good to go. This piece here took me a little more finagling. We'll take it in the backyard. I'll show you how I broke it loose. It was totally jammed up. I couldn't budge it with a pair of vice grips. Channel locks wouldn't do it. So I took it in the back, and I laid it on top of this trash can I got back here with my goodie box of goodies. And all you're going to do is just soak the whole thing with WD-40. The whole thing. Spray it real good. Just soak every inch of that centerpiece. Make sure you get these pieces here. Give it a flip. Do the spring for the handle. This is the main portion, though, because it's pop riveted. It's not designed to come loose, which means there's a certain clearance in between both pieces from the factory, and that shouldn't wear out. The only problem is it's made of steel, and rust will make it expand, and it'll bind up in those joints. So what I did is I soaked it with WD-40, just kept on soaking it for about maybe 10 minutes. Didn't take very long. And then I use a pair of channel locks, and I get on either side and crank it down one way, and then it's really tough to do with a camera in my hand, and then crank it the other way. The handle gets in the way, but you can see how loose it is now, and these 2 pieces are individual and they move separate on their own. So the basic operation of your whole tailgate is you have the 2 catches on either side, and they're spring loaded, and they keep these 2 pieces out like that. That's how they should be. Once you loosen them up and you put it back together, that's the way it's going to be. And then once you pull the handle, when it's bolted in, you see these pieces on the side, these little shiny metal pieces right here, right there. When you lift up on this, let me see if I can do something with the camera. Maybe this will be better. I can't tell what I'm filming, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. When it's bolted in, and it's going to sit like this in the truck. When it's bolted in and you lift that, what happens? These 2 pieces drop down. This should be a good shot right here. When I lift it, See how it pulls it in? And then the spring-loaded mechanisms will pull it back like that. That's all there is to a tailgate assembly. It's that simple. But it takes a little bit of working to get this baby loosened up, because, you know, if your truck's 10, 15 years old, you're going to have a hard time with it. But once you get it loose like this, you just keep working the WD-40. As soon as you stop moving it, you get it to move, spray more WD in there. Really soak it in there good. And then what it's probably going to do is it's going to move as one unit. It's probably going to be stuck like this, and it's going to move back and forth like that. So you grab it with a pair of channel locks on one end, or a vice grip, and then you crank this piece down on the other side. And once you open that up, more WD inside. Just keep soaking it and working it, soaking it and working it. And then you just put it back together, and your tailgate will work like brand new.